Alright guys, here we are with our mono red creature storm deck in modern. We won the die roll. I think we definitely want to play first with this deck. So let's see, we got a probe, a ritual, a storm entity, and a priest. So what we don't really have a big payoff card, but we'll try it. So I think we'll just lead on a mountain and pass. We really want to save that probe for when we are trying to go off. I mean, I guess we could potentially storm entity for like 4. Delver. Ooh, bushwhacker. So what are we doing? We could probe, ritual, priest, storm entity. And then we would get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Is that good enough? Well, I think we're gonna probe here. See what's going on with our opponent. See if we draw more action. Probe, bolt, Serum Vision's Temporal Trespass. Okay. That, wow. Lightning Bolt. That's actually sweet. Alright, so we can, Ritual into Priest, adding 3 mana, into Bolt the Delver, into Storm Entity, and get in there for 5. Since we know that our Storm Entity is out of Bolt range, I think that might be good enough. He didn't have like a Vapor Snag or anything. Temporal Trespass, that is an interesting choice in a blue-red Delver deck. Serum Visions, that's acceptable. So if we draw nothing, I think we just Bushwhacker and hit with everyone. That'll be 6, 9, 10, 11. If we happen to draw like another Bolt or something, we can just win on the spot on turn 3. Gonna probe and see our bushwhack in our mountain, and actually, so 6, 7, 8, 9. That probe kills her, or him, they. Unless, yep. So that's wow. Turn 3 kill. I guess that's how you draw it up. So I think that's got to be a yep. Our opponent passes back. We don't need to ritual here. We'll just kick our bushwhacker, swing for 11, and call it a day. And yeah, well, that was pretty impressive. Oh, this deck. So, against our blue-red Delver opponent, what would we like? Ricochet Trap is kind of sweet. Our opponent will likely be casting blue spells. It does prevent. I guess we got to bring that in. What are we taking out though? That's the bigger question. Taking out. That's the thing with these storm decks is you don't have that many spots to cut. Can we really play and just have cut lightning bolts and have no way to deal with the Delver? That seems risky. So if we cut bolts, alright, we'll try it like that. Just go all in on comboing them off. I guess they could also have, like, Pyroclasm or something, which could be annoying. Well, double probe, Pyretic Ritual, Storm Entity. Well, I guess we know what our plan is. We can't do it until turn 2. But we should be... Oh, there's the Delver. can we race the Delver? Luckily, our opponent is shocking themselves. Another Storm Entity. Alright, so play a land and pass. Does our opponent flip Delver? No. Alright. Opponent plays another land. Gets in for 1. Oh, alright, well, I think, if we hit another, like, Pyretic Ritual, we could actually get double Storm Entity, and I think that just wins us the game. Another Delver. Could have Spell Snare, but she does not. So I think we gotta go for it here. I think we probe, see if we can hit a ritual of some kind. Ricochet trap. So, probe. Probe, gut shot, Myth-realized, Vapor Snag is annoying. Probe. Probe. Another land. Probe. I guess we just go probe, Storm Entity. Swing for 3. And then our hope's going to be that our opponent doesn't just main phase Vapor Snag. If our opponent waits, we can use a Ricochet trap to Vapor Snag one of the Delvers. Sure, the flip is set up now, so we're dropping to 9. Myth realized isn't too... Wow. Serum Visions, no flip. Whew. Well then, that changes things. Now I feel much better about where we're at in this game. There's the Myth. Is he just going to Vapor Snag right now? She. Oh, come on. Oh, man. If our opponent waits on the Vapor Snag, it'll be such a blowout. And I don't think anyone expects Ricochet Trap. Yes! Alright. So now we can play Mountain. Can we play it all? We can... Pyretic Ritual. Yeah, I guess that's it. Pyretic Ritual. Well, I guess we can just cast the Bushwhacker. Cast Bushwhacker. Another Storm Entity. Swing for 6. When he goes to Vapor Snag, we'll Ricochet Trap, bouncing a Delver instead. Oh, what blowouts. There's the Ricochet Trap. Alright, there's the Vapor Snag. Cast as a trap. Bounce the Delver. Our opponent loses a life. We hit them down to 6. And we ship the turn. Does the Delver finally flip? Oh, that was a good Ricochet Trap. Very happy about that. So let's see, what is our opponent's plan? I guess they can like play Delver, activate Myth, and chump. That seems like it's not gonna win them the game though. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Our Basic mountains taking down the foil shocks. Oh, our opponent probes to 2. Oh man. Well, that's what we call a risky play. Sees our 2 mountains. Plays an island. Jeez, probing there. Oh. Oh. That makes either of our storm entities lethal. Also makes like another bushwhacker off the top. Almost guaranteed to win the game. There's a swift spear. We know there's a delver. Is there any way our opponent can get out of this? There's the delver. So they can't activate the myth. I guess they could have another vapor snag, and that would be annoying. Oh man. Yup. Well, that is another ricochet trap. Now if our opponent ever casts a lightning bolt. So what do we have? Myth in Monastery, Swift Spear, block 1, Chump with a Delver, something along those lines. Nope. Just the double chump, alright. Well, that ricochet trap was a sweet draw. That just eliminates our opponent burns us out plan. Our opponent has had some god-awful luck with their Delver flips. Especially considering the Serum Visions. Threads of Disloyalty on Storm Entity. Yep. They get another counter on their myth. We all know how I feel about that card. Super sweet. Glad to see it here in Modern. Even more glad to be beating it. And that should do it. Storm Entity as a 1/1. Swing with the team. There's, yep. Wow. And we are killing it. Awesome. Alright, be back with another one in a minute.